Pleasant good afternoon to you. We're here for the 1985 Construction Squadron Trophy. Let's give you a quick rundown on the field. A field of 11 taking part. Horse number 1 is Dogface PZ at 5-2. Number 2 is Benham at 4-1. Number 3 Shorty Summit at 2-1. The big favorite in this race, number 4, is Buster Crab at 5-1. Number 5 is Lizardhead Bob Allen at 7-1. Number 6 is Tiger at 10-1. Number 7 is Jughead at 17-1. Number 8 is Mudhead at 7-1. Number 9 Cuckorat at 3-1. Morning line at 3-1. Now the odds is going up. Now about 11-1 now on Cuckorat. Number 10 is Brown Boot at 50-1. And number 11, the only filly in the race, at 99-1. Brown Boot is also the only commission officer in the race at 50-1. Let's give a rundown on the form and performance of these animals. Dogface PZ, the winner of last year race. He come in a perfect picture here today, looking very fit, although he's a very old 12-year-old gelding this time. And I think Dogface PZ, oh, what did you say, sir? Dogface PZ is not a gelding, it's a horse. Yeah, a 12-year-old horse. The only gelding in the race is Cuckorat. So the only gelding in the race is Cuckorat. Sorry about Dogface PZ, but he look a perfect picture going down the starting gate. Benham is the next one. I don't know much about this animal. I heard Peter Watts have been secretly working this one nighttime, and he working out, so this one is very fit. Shorty Summit, coming from the Conjuring Bonds. That one is also very fit indeed, and that's going to be my choice. Shorty Summit over Dogface PZ and Benham to bring up the trifecta. Buster Crab run well last year, will run well again, but I don't think he will win this race. Lizardhead Bob Allen never performed well last year, and I think this year is going to be the same. Tiger draw post position 6 at 10-1. I don't like how he's doing his left turn and his right turn. Left turn and right turn do not work in a caliber race like this, so I'm going to have to leave that one alone. Jughead, are the one from the Daniel Jackson barn. This one is very fit indeed, but the odds point in our next direction. He's not going forward. I think this one is not progressing forward. I think he's going backward because he won a couple races this year, and I think the last time he ran, he ran a disappointing third. Mudded, the next one that I will pass in this race. Cuckorat, look, a picture of health going down there. His coat is very shiny. This one might have a very good chance. Cuckorat, a big gelding from Ratafant out of Mary Lou. This one is very fit indeed. The last time he run at a good third, coming from way off the pace, and now he get the distance, so I think it will relish for him to come way off the pace and may come and upset this one. Now he's at 20-1. Morning line was at 3-1. Now the odds is going up, and Cuckorat is at 20-1. Brown Boot, this one is very, very speedy indeed. I think this one will lead, but I don't think he will able to manage the mile and quarter. Peter Watson knows best, but I don't think Brown Boot can manage this mile and quarter, so I will pass on this one. Dylan, I think she just make up number here, and at 99-1, I don't give her a chance to even run a good race here. So let's go for the break and come back. Yes, we are back at the track for the 1985 Construction Squadron Trophy, a field of 11 taking part, and they reached the starting gate, and the loading process will begin shortly. I'll give you a quick look back at the form here. Kukurat. This one is from Ratafant out of Mary Lou. This is a bay gelding. He's 9-year-old bay gelding, draw post position 9, the lucky 9 there, you could say. And he's at now 20-1. The morning line was at 3-1. Now the odds is going up at 20-1. I believe by the time this race start, this one will go up a little bit further, but I don't think, he will go all that much over 20-1. But he ran a very good race the last time out. He was going 1 mile the distance, and when the race was over, he was way at the back, walk out of the gate, and he closed a very good turn, was flying on the outside, so he get 2 furlong longer. So I think this one will run well today if the pace is honest. Charlie Smith is another one. If the pace is honest, this one will keep close to the leader, and then he might poison the outside and may win this one. But he's my choice in the betting. Dogface PZ, another one, is a sprinter steer, a 12-year-old animal. This one looked very good indeed, and I think this one will run a good race. Benham, don't know much about him, but he's from the Peter Watson Barnes, and I think Peter Watson have 3 runners in this race: Benham, Brown Boot, and the filly Dylan. The only filly in the race, and Brown Boot is the only officer in the race. The loading process have begun. Dogface PZ goes in. Benham goes in. Charlie Simit, Buster Crab is hesitant to go up there. He's giving a little bit of problem there, so they put in Lizarded Bob Allen. Tigers come up. He goes in quietly. Jughead goes in. Mudded goes in. Jughead, Mudded is from the Daniel Jackson barn. Kukurat, no. Kukurat, he goes in quietly. Brown Boot goes in, another Peter Watson runner here. And Dylan, she went in with no problem there. Still one left out is Buster Crab. I think they're going to bring him in front of the gate and back him in. So they're going to do the blindfold trick on this one. So they bring Buster Crab to the front of the gate. Yeah, they put the blanket over his head and they back him in. So they close in the front of the gate. So as soon as the front of the gate closes, the field will be in line. The field is in line. Mile and quarter the distance. 11 runners here today. And the assistant starter, Mr. Paul Lawrence, wave his flag, and they're off and running. Very level break indeed, but rushing down on the outside is Brown Boot. That goes right through to take the lead from Dogface PZ. Ben Arm, then comes short the same Buster Crab. Lizarded Bob Allen is also there. Tiger, Jughead, Mudded, Kukurat, and Dylan the trailer. As they go up the back stretch with just 7.5 furlong left to run, is Brown Boot on top. 2 lengths clear from Dogface PZ. Then come Ben Shorty Simit, Buster Crab. Lizarded Bob Allen is also there. Tiger, Jughead and Mudded running together on the outside. Those 2 are from the Daniel Jackson Barnes. Then come Kukurat and Dylan still the trailer, but it's Brown Boot. 2 lengths clear from Buster Crab. Now go down to second. PZ just on the inside, just half a length behind Buster Crab. But as they go with just 5 furlong left to run, is Brown Boot on top. Now from PZ coming down on the inside. Dogface PZ on the inside now, and he take over the lead from from Brown Boot and Buster Crab. Then come Benham, Shorty Simit is also there. Lizarded, Babal and Tiger, Jugged and Mudded and Kukurat now. Satellite on the outside and began to come forward with just 3 furlong left to run. Is Dogface PZ on top from Benham on the outside. Then come Kukurat is flying on the outside. Kukurat is finishing very fast indeed. They straighten up and turn for home. Is Dogface PZ from Benham on the inside. Dogface PZ and Benham. Dogface PZ, Benham, they're coming down to the line. Is Dogface PZ, Benham, but Kukurat is flying on the outside at 70-1. It's Kukurat. Kukurat now take the lead and began to pull away from Dogface PZ. Then come Benham, Shorty Simit and Buster Crab, Lizarded, Bobbling, Tiger, Jugged, Mudded, and Brown Boot, and the trailer is Dylan from all the way. But no doubt about the winner. Kukurat at 70-1 upset this one here today. I told you about it, that he was working very well, and the last time he ran a mile and he was closing very fast. Now we get the extra 2 furlong, and so Kukurat come up here with the extra 2 furlong and come up here and bring a major upset in this 1985 Construction Squadron Trophy. And all the punters here are very worried and very upset how this one come and they do not have him, because he was at 3-1 morning line and he end up at 70-1. So until my final analysis on this race, over and out,